How's it going, guys? Randomizer118, and today we're going to be doing something a little different. Today, I'm going to be bringing you the next installment in my road to Super Smash Bros. 4. Now, as you may remember, the last video I did said that I was concluding the series, and then MewTwo was announced as a DLC add-on for Smash 4. So yeah. So with Smash 4's DLC MewTwo on the horizon, many fans' excitement at his return, I started to think, who else would be good as a DLC spot on the Smash 4 roster? Now, obviously there are only 4 potential character spaces for the 3DS version, and more for the Wii U version. So I made a list of the top 10 potential DLC characters that I could think of. Many fans were gutted when Girahim was confirmed as an assist trophy for Smash 4. And when the final roster was confirmed, there were no new Zelda reps. So then I had a brainwave. Impa from Hyrule Warriors would be a great addition to the Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, which would also give Hyrule Warriors some of the boosted advertisement. Impa is a loyal nursemaid and bodyguard to Princess Zelda, appearing in canon right the way back to LOZ 1 and 2. Since then she's appeared in most of the Legend of Zelda games, from Ocarina of Time right through to Skyward Sword, and many in between. In Hyrule Warriors, she is now the commanding officer of the Hyrule Imperial Guard, the head of the family charged with protecting the Princess Zelda from the shadows, and is the attendant of Vassal and Zelda. As I haven't played much of the game myself, I'm poorly equipped to say anything about the potential moveset that Impa would have. However, there are many attacks in the trailer that would make for a great potential special moveset. Fire Emblem got its fair share of reps this time around, keeping Ike in the loop, and adding Lucina and both of the Robin forms to the game as playable characters. Lyn remained in the game as an assist trophy, and Chrom even makes an appearance as Robin's final smash. However, there is one missing to complete the set. Roy has been the most wanted character to return to Smash. He was massively popular in Melee, and with MewTwo announced for a Smash return, who, like Roy, hasn't been since Melee, it's just as likely to have Roy make a DLC download for Smash 4 for both 3DS and Wii U versions, just like MewTwo. He would play very similar to his Melee counterpart, with a special moveset consisting of the Flare Blade, Double Edge Dance, the Blazer, and Counter. His final smash would be some kind of fiery demise due to his Binding Blade's fire-based powers, unleashing something in between Ike's final smash and Entei's Fire Spin attack for an amazing amount of damage. Solid Snake appeared in Smash Bros. Because the Metal Gear creator Hideo Kojima had practically begged for Snake to be involved in Melee. This did not happen as the game was too far into development. Snake was therefore included in Smash Bros. Brawl as one of the first third-party inclusions, along with Sonic the Hedgehog. Hideo Kojima also wanted Snake to appear in 3DS and Wii U versions, and because of this, he has a very good chance of being added as a DLC add-on. Snake would still use his Brawl moveset, as his play was very much in the way of a defensive character, which is what Snake is, as a stealth soldier. Snake was a great character to play as, and he was a great all-round fighter. Even if you disliked him as a character, it was always fun beating Snake to a pulp with the legend that is Jigglypuff. A further cost to Snake's inclusion as a DLC add-on is the fact that Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain is due to be released in 2015 at some point, and a Smash inclusion of Snake would be a great advertisement for the game, and would give fans of Snake a chance to relive fighting with their old favourite character. Now, I know that Super Mario is one of the most overrepresented universes in the Smash Bros. Franchise. They hold 12 slots in the roster if you include Yoshi, Wario, Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, and a further 7, bringing the total to 19 when you factor in all the Koopalings as Bowser Jr. skins. The second place populated series being Pokemon, with 6 slots taken up in total, with Mario characters double and triple that amount. However, Princess Daisy is one of the characters that is owed a slot on Smash Bros. Roster, more than any other. Her moveset would be unique, completing the Smash Bros. Mario universe and the Princess Trio lineup from the Mario games alongside Peach and Rosalina. Her moveset has so much potential. As she is the sportier of the princesses, her moveset will be based around a more sportier feel, So like her normal special attack could be based on something along the lines of a charged up tennis racket or golf club. Her down special will be kind of counter similar to Little Mac, and a side special could be some kind of thrown sports equipment. At number 6, I'm going out on a limb here and adding in a rather surreal choice for a Smash Bros. DLC character. Smash Bros. Has a history of choosing fan-favourite characters from the far corners of the Nintendo globe, so to speak. Captain Falcon, Rob, and the Villager are all examples of this. In their own time, they were the most unlikely add to the fighting game. I mean, the Villager is a peace-loving, shell-collecting protagonist that's never been shown to fight until Smash Bros. Lucca was a character added into Pokemon Platinum to change the story from Diamond and Pearl up a bit, but still keep it moving along the same sort of lines. He too has never been shown to fight in a game, but has become everyone's favourite minor character in the Pokemon franchise, appearing in every game since his reveal in Platinum. I reckon Lucca has what it takes to become the next big Smash icon. His moveset will be largely Pokemon based around the Buddy Croagunk, working similar to Duck Hunt Duo, with traces of his copycat abilities like Kirby. A basic example of his special moveset would be a disguise move, randomly changing his attire to copy one of the characters on the field. His side attack would be a poison jab from Croagunk. His up special could be a Venom Shot, working similar to Waterfall did for Squirtle in Brawl, and his down special would be a Sucker Punch as a counter move. His normal attacks would be influenced by whoever he's copying and would lead to some very interesting gameplay. Now here's where we start getting into the more third-party character region. Rayman's trophy appeared in Super Smash Bros. Wii U. This trophy, along with Matt Ryan's slip-up, may lead to one of the most concrete DLC characters for Smash 4. Rayman, like Daisy in my mind, is another one of those ode characters to Smash. He's been a staple on Nintendo consoles as a third-party game now for a while, and I think he deserves a slot, no questions asked. His moveset is obviously based around the fact that his fists are totally dependent on his torso, and can therefore stretch right out. His specials will be a charged fist for a normal special. He could use his helicopter hair thing as his recovery move. His side special will be him throwing lums around and for some sort of spinning move for his down special. Final Fantasy Brave Exvius and Mevius Final Fantasy are coming out in 2015 for Android and iOS devices, and therefore might be the last time we see a Final Fantasy game on a Nintendo console. So for that reason, I think the mage character from the series should have a Smash hiatus as DLC. Now I know what you're thinking, but in my opinion Cloud Strife should be left to be a newcomer to Smash in his own right. To include him as a DLC character would be an insult to Strife, as he shouldn't be stuck on as an afterthought. The mages, however, they have the potential as DLC characters to represent Final Fantasy. They represent the core of the Final Fantasy series, but they wouldn't be an insult as a DLC add-on. They could work something similar to Bowser Jr. does in Smash 4. One blanket special moveset revolving around magic for all 8 kinds of mage in Final Fantasy. That's White Mage, Black Mage, Red Mage, Blue Mage, Time Mage, Green Mage, Summoner and Invoker class mages. And then you would play in as a different skin instead of different colours. So you could play as the different mages, and then for the final smash, all of them come together to do what they do best and destroy the opposition. Straight out of the Subspace emissary from Brawl, I think this Primate should have a DLC slot in Smash Bros. 4. These Shadowbug soldiers were the backbone of the Subspace army, appearing in almost all of the levels in the Subspace emissary. It would be nice to be able to play as an actual rep for the Smash Bros. Series, and not just the Mii, because let's face it doesn't really represent Smash Bros. However, the potential moveset is fairly straightforward. You take it out of the Subspace. The normal special could be a variant of the Scope Primate where you charge up a shot out of its gun. Its side special could be the Boom Primate variant where it charges up and throws a boomerang. Its down special could be where the Primate transforms to its metal form and drops out the sky similar to Kirby does in his down special. And its up special could be based off its spear jump where it launches itself up attacking anyone in its way in a desperate attempt at recovery. The final smash will be based off the Big Primate where it grows considerably in size like Giga Bowser, but it still takes damage unlike Giga Bowser who becomes invincible. 2014 was a major leap in the relationship between Nintendo and Platinum Games, with Platinum giving Nintendo exclusive rights to Bayonetta 2 and the wonderful 101 for the Wii U. I thought long and hard about this one, as to which I thought would be most suited to Smash as a Platinum Games representative. And although the wonderful 101 has the potential, in my mind Bayonetta comes out on top. She has a huge potential for a moveset, with a combination of both sword and gun based attacks. She'll be a quick mover, somewhere in the range of Captain Falcon and Fox. However, that being said, I chose her over the wonderful 101, as where you'd have different members of the 101 make up the different colour skins, Bayonetta mixes the whole recolour scheme up due to the fact that she cosplays. In Bayonetta 2, Nintendo released 5 cosplay skins of Link, Samus, Princess Peach, Princess Daisy and Fox McCloud as DLC in-game purchases. Add a few more Smash Bros character skins such as Captain Falcon, Sonic the Hedgehog and Pikachu for good measure, and there you have 8 unique recolours for Bayonetta's character. These skins added different ways on how the game played. The different skins would give different sound effects to the specific game she cosplayed. For example, when she cosplays as Link, the halos, currency in the game, change to rupees, like in The Legend of Zelda. Along with the noise when you collect them, that changes. And when access to hidden areas is gained as Link, you hear the famous sound effect from the games too. When cosplaying as Fox McCloud, your guns turn into little R-wings, and you even fly one in a mission. It would be a great addition to have Bayonetta introduced to Smash Bros to solidify the relations between the companies. At long last, the final spot on my DLC character list is about to be revealed, but first we'll have a recap. At number 10, we had Impa from the Legend of Zelda series. Number 9 was Roy from the Fire Emblem series. Number 8 was Solid Snake from the Metal Gear Solid series. Number 7 was Princess Daisy from the Super Mario series. Number 6 was Lucca from the Pokemon series. Number 5 was Rayman from the Rayman series. Number 4 was the Mage from Final Fantasy. Number 3 was the Primate from Super Smash Bros. Subspace Emissary. And number 2, Bayonetta from the Bayonetta series. Now, my last DLC character is representing the Splinter section for the first time in Smash history. The top spot on the list goes to Captain Toad from the Captain Toad series. Captain Toad is the hero in Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, after he was given a standalone game following the success of the Adventures of Captain Toad stages in Super Mario 3D World, and the original fan acceptance of the Toad Brigade in Super Mario Galaxy. I think it's about time Toad had his own slot in the Smash Bros games, and this is a viable option to do that. Because even though Toad is part of Peach's moveset, it has been proven that there are multiple Toad in the Mushroom Kingdom, and so this is a different Toad to the one in Peach's arsenal. He could use a charged up super pickaxe as his side special. His down special could be the turnips he uses to attack with in Treasure Tracker. His normal special could be where he activates his flashlight to stun a foe like in Luigi's Mansion. And his up B could be a trampoline formed from a piece of cloth that's stretched out by the rest of the Toad Brigade, the blue, green, yellow and pink Toad from Super Mario Galaxy. His final smash could work something along the lines of the Duck Hunt duo, Mega Man and Captain Falcon, where you press the B button and anyone in the range is swept up by Wingo and transported to a cinematic cutscene where Wingo, Dragodon and Gold Dragodon set about dealing the most amount of damage. And there you have it! My top 10 choices for DLC spots in Smash Bros. 4. Now, if you like the video, please go ahead and like and subscribe right above there, or right below even. And if you have any other options or ideas about Smash 4 DLC, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I am more than interested in looking at what you guys think about Smash 4. So yeah, I will see you in the next one.